What is going on, beautiful people? Lee Hammock, your favorite self-aware narcissist, and welcome to Mornings with Lee. Mornings with Lee Hammock. Yeah, we've been doing this almost a month now. Today's episode is going to be about what if the narcissist or toxic person, what if they don't reach out? What if the relationship ends and you never hear from them again? Like, what is it? Like, Lee, look, a lot of people do videos about narcissists hoovering and narcissists doing this, narcissists doing that. Like, but what my narcissistic ex, toxic ex, hasn't reached out to me. They haven't tried to hoover me at all. Like, what is it? Am I not worth anything to them? Am I not worth the hoover? Should I be the one to reach out? Are they really not a narcissist? Like, I get a lot of these questions right here, y'all, when people are dealing with narcissists and toxic people and that don't necessarily hoover them or try to reach out to them after the relationship ends, right? So before we get in deep into today's episode, y'all make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Y'all be watching y'all just hit the subscribe button. Don't look, click, hit the subscribe button, just turn on notifications so we can ride with me every single day. I post at least 3 longer videos a day, and they're never the same, because I don't have a script. This is stuff I have the topic and I just go. I can do this topic tomorrow, the same topic tomorrow, and it'll be a completely different video. I might do that. I might do that just to show y'all it can be a different video. Um, it's crazy at it because I don't cut like all this stuff is off the top of my head. I'll just get an idea and I let the thoughts flow. But those to answer your question, I'll say this to everybody right here, y'all. Whether a narcissist reaches out to you or tries to hoover you is not a sign of your worth. It's not a determination of your worth or of your value, y'all. Sometimes they don't think that they can reach out to you. Sometimes they look. First of all, a lot of times y'all block them. So how look? They blocked everywhere. You got your life locked up like Fort Knox, and you wondering why they're not reaching out to you. Lee, I got I got 4-factor authentication on my life. They can't get into my life. I disappeared off social media. They don't know where I live. They don't have my phone number. My friends and family members, they don't know my friends and family. My friends and family are off social media. Like they can't. There's no way they can find me. But why haven't they reached out? They can't. You locked up like Fortnite. How? How are they supposed to reach out to you? How? How are they supposed to get into your life? You gotta, and there's nothing wrong with locking up your life. You're supposed to, right? But how? You got your life locked up, which is amazing. Good job, good for you. Because in this age of this digital technology age, it's so much like it's hard to lock your life up. It's hard for them not to reach out to you. It's hard for them. It's hard for to completely get rid of somebody, no matter how hard you try. Right? It's extremely difficult. But I will say this: like sometimes your life is just locked up tight, and that's an amazing thing, right? But like I said, another reason why they might not reach out to you, why they might not contact you, is the fear of rejection. Y'all, narcissists fear rejection like crazy. Like that fear of being rejected and you saying no to them sometimes might be insurmountable. Like they can't get through the thought of you saying no or the thought of you rejecting them fully. So they avoid you at all costs. They avoid reaching out to you at all costs, right? They don't like they might actually still want to reach out to you. They might actually still want to hoover you, but that fear of getting rejected it just eats away at them. Right. It eats away at them so badly. They're like, hell no. No matter how bad I might want this person back, no matter how bad I might want this person back in my life or whatever, no matter how bad or I want to try again or blah 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 boo 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 boo. I'm not gonna reach out to them because if I do and they say no, it'll break me down so bad. It'll bust my life up. It'll bust me up. It'll leave my life bruised up. So hell no, I'm not gonna reach out to this person because like yeah, I'm not gonna get rejected. The fear of rejection is way too high. So hell no. You know what I mean? Hell no. So they sometimes it's just that they're afraid that you're going to say no, right? And that right there leads into another reason. It leads into another reason why they might not reach out to you because they feel like you might be done completely with them, right? They feel like they might have done too much. They might feel like their welcome in your life is completely over. Like you know who they are. You're not going to take them back anyway, right? So they just be like, well, I've done too much. We've been through too much. Like, when people say they want a clean slate with someone else, they could just want a clean slate with someone else. Like your relationship could be too dirty because y'all been through so much because they put you through so much, right? Like you've been through this, but they put you through it. Y'all were in this relationship together, whatever it is, whatever relationship dynamic it is, but they put you through it. This could be your parent, y'all. Your parent could put you through something and just avoid you because they've done too much. That happens. It happens. They like, "So, I done put her through way too much. She ain't reach out to me again. Hell no, I ain't reach out to her because she knows who I am. If I go back to this person, they might expose me to the world for who I am. They might expose me for who I am or what I have going on. So hell no, I'm not gonna reach out to this person. You know what I mean? Hell no. So that could be a possibility of it as well, y'all. But I will say this too. Y'all know the reverse hoover exists, right? The reverse hoover is when a narcissist or toxic person goes silent on you. They don't reach out to you. They don't hoover you, but they want you back. But they want you to be the one that comes back. So like I said in the beginning of the video, if you're asking all these questions like, Lee, why haven't they reached out? Are they not a narcissist? Do they not want me? Was I not worth anything to them? Like everybody else gets a hoover, but why not me? Am I just that bad of a person? Everybody around me has been with a narcissist and everybody got the hoovers. I'm reading all these stories about hoovers and them reaching out again, them making fake numbers, them popping up at the house. I've got none of that. What's wrong with me? Me. They want you to be the one that reaches out. They want you to hoover yourself back into their life. Like, because you know what? Well, what the hell? Like, if you hoover yourself, if y'all don't know what hoover comes from, hoover is like the vacuum cleaner, right? You like the vacuum cleaner, like the hoover vacuum cleaner. You sucking stuff back up, sucking stuff into the relationship. The reverse hoover happens when instead of the narcissist trying to suck you back into their life, you climb up the pipe, like you climb into the vacuum cleaner. You climb up the pipe. The vacuum cleaner is off. You climb up the pipe, and you get stuck in the you get stuck in the bag. You're back in the relationship now, right? You're back in there, but you did it of your own volition. You did it of your own free will. So guess what happens? If you reverse hoover yourself, if I left you alone, if I didn't reach out to you and you reached out to me, you hoovered yourself. It cleans the slate for me. If I've been dealing with guilt or shame of how I treated you or what happened, you reached out to me, so it damn near automatically makes it go away. Because why are you reaching out to me? Why are you contacting me if the relationship was so bad? If it was so bad, why are you still willing to deal with me? Believe that's not fair. Y'all, I'm just telling you, this is how a lot of narcissist minds work. If the relationship was that bad, why the hell are you reaching out to me? If you're dead hurt, if you're feeling this bad, why are you contacting me again? Why are we doing this back and forth? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this side lingo? Why is this going on? Why is this happening? This is the mindset that a lot of people have right here. A lot of narcissistic people have. Like if you reverse hoover yourself, you lose. You might feel like you won because you got back into you back into their life. You might be struggling with some codependency and some things like that. You might feel like you won, but when you get back into it, they're going to treat you worse because now they feel like they can get away with more. Well, Lee, how the hell does that make sense? They feel like they can get away with more because you reached out to them. Why are you reaching out to me if you're not okay with the behaviors that I've been exhibiting towards you? Why are you contacting me if things are not if this is not you're not fine with how I've been treating you? Why are we doing this? That's the mindset that a lot of narcissistic people fall into right there, y'all. Why, if you're not okay, why are we talking? Why are we dealing with each other? Why are you reaching out to me? Why you jumped into the vacuum cleaner? Because sometimes they don't reach out to you because they want you to be the one that reaches out to them because that allows them to escape accountability. It allows them to feel a certain type of way. It allows them to feel better about themselves. Like, oh, I must not be a bad person. You know what I mean? I must not be a bad person because you reach out to me, right? So, like I said, in this video, I'm just telling y'all, not all, and plus, y'all, not all narcissists are going to hoover with you. Like some of them are just done. Not all of them want you to reverse hoover. Not all of them want to be back into your life. Some of them just will not hoover you because they're just absolutely done. It doesn't make you worth less of a person. It doesn't make you less of a person. It doesn't mean you were worth less than this other person that did get hoovered. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean any of that. So it's up to you to just, it really does fall onto you to determine what your quality of life is going to be like, what you want your life to be like, how you want to feel in these situations, right? It's up to you. Like whether you get hoovered or not is not a reflection of your worth. Yeah, I'm just telling y'all, so many people get caught up in this stuff right here where you're trying to just like, well, I must not be worth anything. Y'all stop beating yourself up because an abuser doesn't reach out to you. Your toxic, abusive ex doesn't reach out to you, doesn't try to get back with you. You know what I mean? Some people are just like, well, I get, you don't get you don't get like chips or, trophies for how many times you got hoovered. Well, my narcissistic ex tried to hoover me 10 times. Look at my 10 awards. You see what I'm saying? If they don't hoover you, take it. Sometimes some people view it as a win. Like, good on me. Good. They bet not trying to hoover me. They know they can't come back. But anyways, y'all, of course, thank y'all for tuning into this episode. Check out my courses and my support groups and whatnot. Also, my very first in-person workshop this year is going to be on September the 14th in Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C., September the 14th, 2024. From 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. The link will be in the description of the video and also pinned to the top of the comment section and whatnot. Come check us out. Meet and greet, in-person live workshop. I appreciate y'all being here again for me. And as always, y'all, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Subscribe right now. But as always, y'all, Mental Hitters is out. Peace. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. I am extremely grateful for you. Have no idea. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Helps reach more people. And click on the screen to watch another video or to browse through another playlist. There's also a link on the screen to check out my courses and my support groups to help you heal and understand what you've been through. Thank you so much again. I will see you